What's going on, guys? My name is Sevs, and today I want to try out something new. Been in this new community for a couple of years, and got some good cops here or there, but I've never really put it on camera. I just kind of focused on doing it myself, keeping it pretty low-key. But seeing a lot of time on my hands and seeing a couple of YouTubers rising up with their own live cops, I figured why not give it a try myself. I do cop a lot, and I think you all might be interested in seeing it. So first, before we get into copying, I want to start with a couple of unboxings. So you can see I got a 350 box right here with a lot of damage on the top. I'm not sure how the buyers can feel about that. And then right here we got the label size 12, as you can see. And if you don't recognize that that style code or that color code, then you can see, if I can get this box out, then you can see that we have the Desert Sages right here. Next up, we got another box, shoe from Packers. Well, actually, it's two boxes actually, but I'll probably just open one of them since it's the same shoe choice. Got to receive it now, and in here we have another 350 box right here. So you said it's a size 6.5. You can see it says Cinder on it. It's the new 350 V2 Cinders. Alright, next got a box from Tactics. You can see right there on the box. Shoe came out recently. A lot of you, if you're sneakerheads, you might know exactly what this shoe is. Just judging that I said it's from Tactics. Had a skateboard shop known for a lot of SB dunks and stuff. And let's get this box open. Got the receipt right here. Got a bunch of stickers and all that. And then pull it out of the box. Got that beautiful what's it, like an aqua blue box, and you see it right there, size 11. And then here you can see we have the Safari SBs. For these next boxes, I won't show the box this time. I gotta keep the site low key, but it's a very I don't know if it was limited, but definitely hard to get shoe, especially in the US, because these were European exclusive as far as I'm aware. I don't know how many pairs released, but I honestly at this point don't know anyone in the US that's gotten a pair. So let's get this box open. All right, this is one of the pairs right here. You see the box. Classic orange box. Nike Air Max 1, size 7.5. And right here we have a pair of the Amsterdam Air Max 1s. Even though this shoe here I have is already unboxed, I also wanted to show it off just to, I also don't know many people in the US that have it, and it was another European exclusive. And then that would be the Air Max 95 110. finally we have this this huge box right here. That's probably the best thing I've copped probably all year, you know. See it right there. Oh, I thought it was one big pack of 24, but I guess it's 4 6-packs, you know. Very limited. It goes for about $1,000 resale, you know. Nah, but for real, I mean, with the current crisis going on, it's very hard to get stuff like hand sanitizer, hand soap, toilet paper, disinfectant, things like that. So, and you know, need some for the personal, you know, so I had to go and cop a big box. So I know the big box of 18 coming in sometime this weekend, you know. Had to look out for the family. Gave some to my mom, gave some to my dad, my brother, everything like that. Just gotta make sure, you know, keep everyone covered, you know, time of crisis, things are hard to come by, you know. So between tonight and tomorrow morning, we'll have a couple of releases, including the Camo 90s, the Fear God Converses, and the Supreme Oreos. So let's see how I do. Alright, so in less than 5 minutes, DSM will be dropping the black and white Fear God Converses. Got Cyber set up, SpaceProxies. Let's see how it goes. Alright, password's definitely still up. I don't really know what's going on. Drop's supposed to be ready. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's picking up. Waiting for restock, might be sold out already. Damn. Alright, well that was an L on DSM, but I can't really complain about how the drop went. You know, Cyber worked fine, Proxies were fine, no throttling or anything. Maybe I could have solved the captures a little bit faster, you know, but there's only 40 pairs per color total. And I was only going for certain sizes, so it probably was only like 3-4 pairs of size. So I mean, you win some, you lose some, you know. On to the next drop. Alright, so now we're getting ready for the midnight drops. Right now we have a couple sites dropping. We have Packers that are dropping the white and the black Fear God Converses, and then we have this low-key Canadian site dropping the Camo 90s. Let's see what happens. Alright, we seem to be good on Packers. I don't know what's going on with this other site. Yeah, still waiting for the Canadian site to drop, not sure what's going on, but I did just notice with my keywords that my first 2 tasks actually didn't pick up, and that's actually because they didn't actually put the color in the name of the item. They just put Converse Chuck High Fear God for both titles, and then once you add the black and once you add the white. That's why my task that had black in the keywords didn't pick up, but then the ones where I had minus black, since I wasn't served, they would actually use black, those picked up. So that was like my safety net, and it worked out because, you know, it got me a bit. Alright, so we're back. It's about 4 a.m. right now. There's a couple of sites dropping these the Camo 90s. 18 Montrose seems to be one of them, even though they haven't been dropping exactly at 4 recently. And then there's also this the site I'd copped the Amsterdam from. So let me give those a try and see what happens. It says I caught it on 18, but checkout's loading extremely slow. Meanwhile, this other site still has not gone live. I'm not sure. Okay, it looks like they're out of stock already. Well, as you can see, I just took a complete L on the 4 a.m. drops, and I'm pretty shocked, to be honest, just given the fact that, you know, for the Amsterdams, you know, should I be selling for like $300-400, able to get 2 pairs, no problem. But for these 90s, that's selling for like, you know, it's like $30-40 profit. I wasn't able to get any. I did notice that more groups did seem to be seem to know about the site now, so I'm pretty sure that contributed to it because it went out of stock very quickly. Like with the Amsterdams, there was no problem checking out PayPal, but with these, you know, I don't really know what happened, you know, but you know, sometimes just take L's, and it is what it is. So just gotta put in more effort for the next site that drops. Alright, it's about 7 a.m. and DSM London should be dropping these 90s in just a couple minutes. It's probably gonna be low stock, but if I can get these captures solved quickly, I should have a chance. As long as I can get through, you know, I have a short queue, but we'll see. So DSM was a massive L on my part. I made a couple of mistakes. Well, first on Cyber, I noticed that error updating at about 6:58. So I quickly pressed the check update button just to see. I was thinking it would just pop up the update. Will pop up like the description of the update, not knowing that it would immediately start updating and exit out Cyber altogether. And then I wasn't able to get it open until about 10 seconds after the drop happened. And then for the drop, I was running just Nike as the keyword because I forgot that there was a 2090 dropping as well, and my task picked up that. And then basically I got rate limited on submitting order, which was a good thing because I didn't want 2090s at all. But yeah, massive L on DSM London. Yeah. Alright, so it's about 8 a.m. Undefeated and Exhibition will both be dropping the CAMO 90s. I'm going to be using Shark Frenzy on Exhibition, and then Cyber as usual for Undefeated. At this point, I'm just trying to get any size at this point because this release so far turned out to be much harder than I expected it to be. I haven't picked up anything on the site. Haven't seen anything from Undefeated yet. That's interesting. Right, that's still pending. Let's see, Undefeated monitor. Yeah, they dropped shoes, but they didn't drop. The Camos or the Converse, and it looks like it was the L on yep, L on size 5. Alright, well, Undefeated ended up not dropping the Converses or the 90s, so. And I run their IG and I said they never even announced the drop in the first place. So I guess they just don't have them, or they're just releasing them later. And then Frenzy. The bot was a little laggy compared to usual, so it ended up entering slower than it usually does. So that's probably another reason why I didn't hit, but there's still a couple more drops left, a couple more chances to hit. So next up should be Livestock at 9 a.m. So let's see. Alright, we're back. It's about 9 a.m. right now. Livestock will be dropping the white FOG Converses, the black one, and then the AM90s. Took the keywords directly from the site, so I should at least pick up the right product, bare minimum. But will I cop? We'll see. It might be Canada shipping only, because recently they've only been doing Canada shipping due to the new shipping regulations from Nike. So, and Converse is a part of Nike if you didn't know. So I got my I'm running my reshippers just in case, but yeah, we'll see. Alright, we're adding the cart checkpoint. And unfortunately, it looks like we got stuck on a bunch of rate limited. Basically, what's been happening is that I get to some new kind of proxy protection from Shopify on top of bot protection that's causing orders to get rate limited on submitting, and that seems like is what happened in this case. So could have had 2 pairs of Converses and a pair of the Camo 90s, but unfortunately there's nothing I can do about that. So that's just that. Yeah, for these 10 AM drops, since there's a lot, I just wanted to give a little showcase of my setup before the drop gets going. So we got Cyber set up right now. Got a bunch of tasks on a bunch of different sites for Fear Gods, MX90s, all that kind of stuff. And then also got BNB set up for the on my other laptop for the 90s. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get my software set up on my on this laptop in time, so I won't have this part recorded. But if I do hit, I'll show it in the webhook on my main computer. And then in addition, we also have Paxton's going to be dropping, so I'm waiting in the queue for that right now. And then on the Converse side, they're going to be dropping all 3 colorways, so I'm logged in on that too. Let me just first make sure I'm still logged in. Yes, still logged in, so I'm doing, it's going to be a lot at once really, but hopefully most of these sites don't have bot protection to my knowledge. And for Nike, they weren't using any bot protection either, so hopefully we come up with some hits. Alright, so to recap the 10 AM drops, first Paxton ended up dropping a couple minutes early, so I ended up being able to get a couple pairs from them. Got a black pair, got a white pair, and then I think I had another order with 2 white pairs or a white and a black. I'll put it in the video, but I accidentally exited out the tab so I can't check. And then this other site called August also dropped a little bit early, got a white size 9 from them. And then let's see. Then off Converse site, copped was able to get a pack of 3 of them. Even though I guess in the white and the black I ended up getting a size 3. I'm not really sure how that happened, but for the string I got a size 9, so I was able to get all three colors in that. And then Cyber got me a bunch of the Converse. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ended up getting me 6 in total. All kind of big sizes though, so not the happiest with how that turned out. And then finally off of BNB ended up hitting 1 pair of the Atmos, but in the size 14. I'm hearing size 14 might actually be a cook, so I haven't gotten a chance to check yet. The drop just ended, but yeah, so I finally managed to get an Atmos, pretty big size, but might also be a pretty limited size, so I might be able to make some money off that. And on these Converses, it looks like the gray ones are actually sitting, so I only got 1 pair of those, so that's pretty good. But then the white and black completely sold out very quickly, so I should be able to move all those pairs no problem. Alright, so we're about to have Supreme in just a couple of minutes. Personally, I'm just going for a couple of the cookies, just 3 orders of 8, and then I'm gonna try 1 of 24 just see if I can force it through, since I know for the bandage that work for some people. Proxies need to be unbandaged. Alright, it's starting to pick up. Supreme Oreo cookies, packs of 3, should be $3 each. Alright, got 1 checking out, rest adding the cart. Not sure why this test is on waiting for restock. request timeout. I'm not sure why the request is timing out right now, but I'm getting waiting for restock, so I guess sold out. Let me see. Assume it's an accessory. I don't know where else they put it. It is. Quantities are 1, 4, and 8. Not sure why Cyber couldn't check out, but alright. So for the orders, I'm not exactly sure what happened. It seemed like Cyber cooked for some people, but all mine just went to checking out and waiting for restock. And then shortly after I turned off the webcam, I had 3 tasks on processing payment, but then I got all declines. Also not sure why that happened, but I mean, I really just wanted the cookies just to try them, just to see how they taste and stuff, but I'll keep running for restock, see if I hit any, and if not, then so be it. Alright, just wanted to give you guys an update on some other cops I got throughout the day. Snipes ended up restocking the Cinder 350s, ended up getting 3 pairs of those, 2 size 10.5s and a size 10. And then in addition, there actually seems to be some drops happening tomorrow I didn't know about. These Nike and STUSSY or STUSSY Spiridons, or however you say it, they turn out to be reselling it for about double retail. Retail's 160, they're going for like 300 is on StockX. Releasing on DSM and on the STUSSY website, so I'm gonna give those a try too. Just throw it all in the same video since it's back-to-back days, and we'll see how it goes, you know? CONVERSE went pretty well, Duck Camos didn't go so well, Supreme didn't go so well, but you know, every drop is different, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, yeah, sorry there was no webcam for DSM London, but I just saw from the video rate limited again. I'm not sure why my personal IP would be getting rate limited, but reset the router, got a new IP, so hopefully with DSM New York, if I get through this main order, I'll actually go through this time. Alright, let's get these tasks started. Actual page still up. But it has to be the slowest I've ever solved the caps. I'm not sure what's going on with this task right here. But, okay. What size is it going for? Size 5.5 and 5 size 10, alright. Probably not going to get even through Q since it just took me so long to get capture. Alright, so we have 2 drops happening here in about 5 minutes. We have the Spit Iron, whatever, drop on STUSSY, and then also this skate shop called Cowtown. They're dropping these Blue Fury SBs. I think those will be selling for like 300 or so. Retail is 100, so if I can get either or, it's a cop. I also got a couple people wanting me for the for the Spit Irons, so yeah, hopefully something works and we'll see. Alright, let's get going. Hopefully we get some hits, but you never know with Shopify these days. Okay, get these tasks started. Let's see if they drop the SBs yet. I don't think I've seen that error on password page. Site might be getting hammered right now. Alright, getting the first checkpoint. Of course, I get this super long capsule. And my first test doesn't even submit. That's fantastic. I get in checkpoint. Let's see if it goes through. Or if it gets past taxes first. Let's see. And of course, weight limit. That's what I love to see. Love to see that. Let me quickly just restart that task. Traffic lights. Doesn't seem like Cowtown's dropped anything yet. Well, I wouldn't notice. I'm just going super slow. Alright, let's try this again. Submitting order. Waiting for restock. Okay, that's absolutely fantastic. Just what I like to see. Alright guys, now it's Monday, March 30th. Supreme actually restocked some Oreos today, but slept through the release unfortunately. But luckily we have a lot of boxes to unbox. Got 10 boxes on the table over here, so let's get right into them. Alright, so first up, got a Walmart box right here. And a lot of stuff dropping on Walmart recently after the Animal Cross and Nintendo Switches was actually sold out really fast. Go for like 600 resale. And even a regular Switch resells for like 400 or so. Just recently went ahead and sold my personal Switch since I haven't used it in like a year. But did I cop a Switch? No, I slept on it completely, didn't know it was reselling. There's a lot of stuff that resells that you would never expect. But you know, at the same time, if I knew about it, then everyone else would have knew and maybe would have bricked, you know. But as you can see in the box, more toilet paper because of course, I mean, like I was saying in earlier part of this episode, this is probably some of the hardest stuff to cop. Even harder than all the shoes I got. Like you saw, I got 17 Converses. And I got all these cinders and stuff, but then you get toilet paper, so it's in like 15-20 seconds. So you know, another thing for the personal, you know, for the bathroom, you know. But yeah, now let's actually get into the shoes. All right, so first I got 5 boxes right here. They all have the same shoe in it, and that shoe is a lot of Cinder 350s. Not really gonna go too much in depth with them since already explained. Went over there, reviewed the cinders earlier, but I actually have a pretty funny story regarding these cinders. So I got 18 pairs on the release, and I sold all 18 because, you know, confirmed orders and stuff. But then I got 7 off of Foot Sites, and then Foot Sites decided to cancel all 7 of the orders. So that led me into having to scramble around trying to find more pairs and stuff. Paying absolute rape for pairs. Like, pairs are reselling for like $260 right now. And I basically had to pay like $260 per pair for those 7 pairs, just, you know, make sure my orders got filled, because I sold at like $290, $300. So it's still a profit, but people were not trying to let these go at all. But you know, happy I was able to get the orders filled, and I think these are the last of my pairs right now, so I gotta get these shipped out today. Maryland's going on a lockdown later tonight, so I just want to get all my orders out, make sure I have no problems with that. And the buyer's been waiting for like over a week. These shoes came out like a week and a half ago, I think. So, you know, it's about time, man. Get the orders to them. So now let's get into the other shoes. All right, so next up we got a box from Sneaker Studio. It's a spot out somewhere in Europe. I'm not exactly sure where. Let me see if it's in a box. Poland, apparently. As soon as I figure out how to get this box open, here we go. And as you can see right there, got a Yeezy Boost 380 in a size 11. And as you probably guessed by now, this is the Mist 380s. box from Adidas. I don't really want some address, but you can see the tape right there. Everyone knows that's the Adidas tape right there. 700 on the box. Adidas Boost 700 size 4. And this is actually the Wave Runner colorway. Next up, we got a box from Packers, and alright, now I see what it is. We have the, well, obviously we have the FOG Converses. Right there you can see size 9 in men's. See that essentials on the box. Doesn't say FOG anywhere, but it says essentials all over the box. And then opening the box up, you see we have the, oh yeah, the black colorway. Alright, for the last box in the unboxing, we got a box right here from St. Alfred. As you can see, St. Alfred's with the packaging. You can see the box right there. Excuse me, you see the bag right there. Alright, like I was saying, we have an 11.5 right here. And this should be the right pair, I hope. Yep, this is the, well, I guess more the cream pair of the, FOG Converses. Alright, so that's it for the first live cop. For the next couple of days, we should have the Supreme Lamborghini collab dropping. Should have the wider release of the STUSSY Nike Spit-Irons, or Spit-Irons, don't know how to say it. And then should have core purple ones as well, hopefully. Just saw Nike delayed them to next week, so we'll see if they still release. But yeah, if you all liked the video, hopefully you can like, comment, subscribe, show me some support. If you see anything that you want, to hit up my eBay, I'll have that in the description below. I also have my my socials in the description as well. Well, the Instagram for right now. I don't have a Twitter I want to use for the channel yet. But yeah, got a couple good jobs coming up. And you all see how I do next time. Take care.